welcome to Smart Tribes. We're here at Cities 4 Summit on day 2. Joining us today we have Carmen Del Campo from Ferrovial and Mark Saunders from Ferrovial. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
So what are your impressions on the second day of the summit?
Well, I think the key point of the event is how near are we from speakers, and we have the opportunity to really speak with them and to understand what are the issues and what they're expecting from smart city projects. Mm-hmm. This is something that's not really common in all events, because normally you don't have the possibility to really have a coffee or have lunch with the speakers and with the major cities in a country.
I see. I understand you've had some involvement in Spain in recent smart cities initiatives. Would you like to elaborate on that somewhat?
Well, Barcelona Smart City Expo is the major event around smart cities in Europe, and the way I'm involved is because Ferrovial Services is a global partner of the event, and the reason why we are a global partner of the event is because we really want to be positioned in this scope.
I understand.
And what I do, or my role there, is to validate the contents that must be displayed in our booth that are previously defined by the strategy, and define the working group that we really prepare for attend all the attendees and to invite the important people for us. But we are speaking about an event that has more than 70,000 attendees.
Yeah.
So it's a very big event. It's once a year, and it's completely different to this. I'm not saying in Barcelona you don't learn so much as here, because you learn a lot. But the way it works is completely different.
Yes, it's a global event.
That's right.
You could say that takes in interest from a wide range of participants. One of the things, perhaps Mark, you would like to comment on that. We're finding that the conversation is moving away from technology, and that many, especially people within the civic sector or civic leaders, are very interested in understanding how they should grab the smart city approach, and the idea of smart city strategies has really come into the front. Have you picked up on that, and what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I've certainly picked up on that from the conferences. There's many people talking about technology as an enabler rather than the endpoint. I think what's coming through very clearly is the focus on the citizen, because ultimately if you don't please the citizen, you don't make the life of the citizen easier, or the taxpayer, then you're barking up the wrong tree. You're arguably wasting some money. So and equally, sometimes some solutions don't require technology at all.
Correct. So on that, your company, what is the platform offering that you provide that in the smart city space? You want to take a couple of minutes to explain some of that?
Sure. Ferrovial Services in Australia, we trade as broad spectrum, and we trade in Spain and UK and US and many other countries as well. In the smart city space, we have what we call urban services, which would include mobility as well. So a series of services that we offer to local governments, central governments, and so on. But we perform those in the city. Smart cities for us is really trying to work with the city councils, have an eye on the citizens, work with technology vendors as well, and ultimately improve the solutions that we're able to deliver to the cities.
Oh, wonderful. That's excellent. Back to you, Carmen. In Australia, one of the things that's becoming quite apparent is the urban-regional difference within a smart city's technology landscape. So in other words, within an urban context, there's transport issues, quality of air issues, parking issues. Whereas in a regional Australia, the size of our country, it's an opportunity to reinvigorate their communities, their cultures, to keep their young people working in the district and attract others into the district. Are you finding that in Spain and in Europe? Is there a similar imperative that can be taken on board and used to promote the regional areas?
Well, here in Australia, as far as I've learned in these 2 days, the concern about mobility is creating more comprehensive and more inclusive communities. And mobility is a lever for creating or for reaching this objective. In Spain, and probably you can explain about UK, in Spain, mobility is seen as something to make the city more efficient in terms of pollution and in terms of livability of the city. So we are not so concerned about mobility for creating communities or for engaging young people, but basically because we have more important things. For example, the unemployment rate. Probably this is not such a big problem here, but it's a very big problem in Spain, and this is the main barrier we are finding for engaging young people, because they don't see an exit in the labor market.
Yes. So yes, we have. I guess we share similar concerns, but at different stages within each country's priority list. Because obviously the size of our country and the regional areas that we have, we need to bring them closer in. Where I guess within a Spanish context, there's much more of a drawing in already. All right then. Well, look, thanks for taking the time to join us, Mark and Carmen. Enjoy the rest of the conference, and we'll see you about. Thank you very much.
Thank you.